Incredible upside today coming out of the stop as the markets hurry into a massive recovery after an over-exaggeration in NVIDIA's price action. The indices certainly had a helping hand here, and it appears as though there may be continuation of the current trend. Let's pop open the charts to gather ourselves a true edge before our next trading session. Welcome back to the channel on this Thunder Thursday. This is ARCa, and let's dive into GME. Let's kill 'em, team. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. Let's go ahead and dive into GME here on the 3-hour time frame. As you can see, the targets that we have been talking about here for the last week have absolutely been met and absolutely been taken advantage of, right? So I want to go ahead and actually stop ourselves from the chart and move along to the options flow, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at that for now, right now, and just see what's going on, right? So options right here, the max pain is sitting at about 21.50 and the price action post market is sitting at 21.65. I am going to say that there could be massive pressure towards an upside due to volatility and momentum. And also I am showing you here with the option rings, the sentiment. Check it out. The sentiment right now is sitting at 43% bullish, 24% bearish, and a 33% neutral, right? So this is absolutely showing some bullish sentiment, right? So let's go ahead and now take a look at the open interest and find out what's going on here. So, wow, look at that, right? Open interest as of today, close, or as of today, right? Man, August 30th, completely engulfing the bearish sentiment, right? Take a look at this. Every single term here has a bullish outlook, right? The blue is representing the calls and the red is representing the put options, right? So puts, just to put it in simple terms, they bet the downside and the calls bet the upside, right? Of course, there are technicals within that can kind of oppose that. But yeah, as of now, it's looking pretty damn good. So let's go ahead and open up the matrix here and find out with a heat map exactly what that's looking like, right? So we said August 30th is looking pretty, it's looking pretty bullish here, right? So yeah, take a look at that. August 30th, right in the expiry here. These are your calls and these are your puts, right? And these are your strikes right here. So you can see that there is a massive concentration of green all the way across the board. For example, here, $25 strikes for GME, 13,500 to 584 ratio. Take a look at this down here, 10,485 to 118 ratio. There is a lot. Even this year at a $50 strike, massive YOLO there, 10,353 to 0 puts. Absolutely intense right there, team. So now go ahead and take a look at this as well. So as we move in to the September 20th, we also have some interesting open interest there as well, right? So for example, there's 10,700 to 300, 1,100 to 13, 4,753, almost 5,000 to 10, 6,171 to 6. I mean, yeah, there is a lot of bullish sentiment here overall. And even into October 18th, 2024, 11,700 at $25 strike with that's the ratio is to 1,677. So that's pretty insane there. Pretty intense put to call ratio here, right? So good with that. I just wanted to go ahead and touch down with the options flow with you and then have you just kind of observe what I'm looking at, right? Please. Let's just go ahead and now look at the charts and find out what they have for us, right? So this is the 3-hour chart. I just wanted to display this to you initially so that you can see exactly what price action has been doing and how we've been able to put a forward look onto the price action here. Of course, guys, please remember, it is important for us to evaluate the overall market as well, right? So first of all, Hindenburg putting out a short thesis on SMCI, right? The semiconductor company, and them actually putting out the fact that they couldn't, they're delaying their earnings report. That, guys, that opened up a hole here for the markets, right? So, and it also opened up a hole for potential downside on NVIDIA. So, and now NVIDIA's downside I do believe it was caused by a few different things, right? So, for example, Klarna, they're putting out a statement here that they're going to be able to take on a lot of jobs that humans are currently doing via AI, right? So one AI program is actually taking the position of around 700 people, which means that they're going to be able to kind of replace AI to a lower, they're going to be able to replace AI so that they can have literally less people working. They're going to hire less people. Okay. So they want to keep it down to a what, 2,000 and out of the, or 3,000 out of the 5,000 that they have, something like that. Right. So that's showing us that there could be a possibility where AI is kind of, it's going to kind of throw companies out. Right. It's probably going to terminate companies here. So, and some of those companies may be NVIDIA's clients. So yeah, there could be kind of an obscure future there with AI. So we have to keep an eye on those things too. So that'll put a little bit of fear in the markets, right? So this is why NVIDIA is kind of doing what it's doing. But guys, don't be too afraid of that. It was just an over exaggeration. And in my personal opinion, which is clearly showing today, Apple completely ripping the markets here. But let's find out to see if we still have further upside here regarding GME, right? So now I want to just go ahead and point out that this candle here, the one that went up all the way to our top side of 2240, reaching a 2246. I want to see if that was actually part of like a FOMO event. In fact, it wasn't, right? It definitely reached all the way to that top side in a very healthy manner. And the daily time frame, you can see this candle here completely taking up all of those targets towards the upside. Let me see the hourly time frame now. And here we go. Okay, yeah, take a look at this, right? Very, very healthy rise here. And then there was a pullback to about, I would say 30% of the entire range here from the open of the intraday open, right? So let's take a look at this maybe on an 8-hour bar, right? Okay, so this is our 8-hour bar here. And let's take a look at the 4-hour as well. Okay, so the 4-hour bar closing here indicates that we could be seeing a further upside to its 50% retrace of the prior bar. So that could be taking us to this target here, 2185 to 2197. We're going to validate this as we go. Remember, I don't tell you the up. I'm not going to tell you the up or the down. I'm going to actually tell you the up and the down and which side I prefer and which side. That's the way we usually do it, right? So 3-hour time frame here, kind of performing a little bit of a bull flag. And I just don't like this one wick here, right? Because that's already taking up the, it's already taking up the target of what the bull flag would have been anyway, right? So we're just going to go ahead and ignore that for now. And let's move on to the 4-hour time frame. Okay. 4-hour time frame as well, reverting to its 50%. That should be roughly around the areas of 2185 to 2198. Very good. And let's see the 6-hour time frame. Okay, same with the 6-hour time frame, right? The 50% is actually right where, I mean, we're kind of there already. So in order for us to get a bias, let's go ahead and just open up volatility versus momentum and find out if this has further upside, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at that now. GME on, let's go to a granular level. Yeah, so what I want to see here is a strong push to the upside and a pullback on the hourly time frame, so even on the bi-hourly, so that we know that we have an opportunity to get long this asset, right? Bi-hourly time frame, there you go, right? Huge upside pivot. We got the drawdown here, massive expansion still happening, very good. 3-hour time frame, yep, getting that little bit of a pullback here with expansion happening. That's very good. So now, what I would like as further criteria for determining a continuation to the upside is actually going to be the 4-hour time frame, the 6-hour, and the 8-hour. We want to see the 4-hour with a clean upside pivot and expansion. Let's see how that's looking. 4-hour time frame, very good. Absolute upside pivot, expansion starting, right? Let's take a look at the 6-hour time frame. We should be able to ask for the same thing. So, all right, we have some expansion ready to happen. Not quite there, but it is expanding. And we do have a very nice upside pivot. Let's see the 8-hour time frame. 8-hour time frame looking absolutely beautiful, right? I would love to see more expansion on these, on the histogram with the little light bulbs here, right? And further upside on that stochastic momentum. Let's see the 12-hour. Wow. Okay. So guys, this GME has officially fired 2 different signals for continuing for upside continuation probabilities for a few days at least here. 8-hour time frame. upside pivot, breaking the 15% of critical contraction into expansion. With that upside pivot, that marks off a pretty awesome criteria there. Same with the 12-hour time frame, right? Breaking outside of that 15% of critical contraction, upside bias on that stochastic momentum, very nice. And the daily time frame here is about to fire a nice signal potentially tomorrow. As soon as this moving average breaks above the 15%, and the stochastic momentum indicator indicates upside continuation, we have a GME daily setup. And you know what? I think I may actually have that. Let me just go ahead and take a look to see if I have a daily back test of volatility versus momentum. I'm not sure if I do. Damn. Yeah, I may have to actually backtest this as soon as possible, right, to determine what the upside is going to be, because I definitely have a 5-day contraction to expansion upside, but it looks like I don't have a daily time frame. So why don't we just go ahead and take a look at that buy daily and move on, see how it's looking like going into the 5-day time frame, right? This is the 3-day here, expanding. Let's see the 4-day time frame inside of critical contraction. Let's see the 5-day. Okay, the 5-day is still not even inside of that contractive level yet. But yeah, so it looks like it's going to be our 3 setups here. 8-hour time frame, 12-hour cascade, and into the daily, right? So this is going to be a pretty massive move to the upside if it does continue to pressure towards that upside, right? So heads up on the markets, right? I think Apple is going to be responsible for continuing upside here. NVIDIA will be the secondary one to add to the market's upside sentiment, right? Today, Apple merged, or I don't know when they announced it, right? But Affirm and Apple have actually partnered here, and the upside on Apple has been pretty outstanding. Same thing with Affirm, right? In fact, Affirm, we put together a large play on that, indicating a potential $42 top early last week, and we are either there now or just getting it, right? So very good deal with that. Okay, team. So yeah, in the immediate short term, I'm expecting a slight pullback on GME, right? So now we're expanding to around a $1.24 range. I think that the pullback could lead towards this 21.26 level. I don't know that we're going to go lower than that, right? Because the 12-hour time frame is really the one that I was kind of looking for, right? 50% pullback of that 12-hour could be around that 21.27. I'll give you one more range just in case to pick up long here, but I don't think we're going to go any lower than this. Anything can happen in the markets though, right? So yeah, just kind of keep this target in mind just in case we fail this bottom side of 21.26, right? So that would be a 21.08 to 20.93. Potential 50% retrace of the prior 12-hour bar that never actually happened here, right? So otherwise, the daily time frame may actually get down to those levels here. It is close to its 50% already. In fact, the 50% is located closer to 21.26, but don't doubt the continuation to the downside, especially when we had an almost 11% run today on price action alone. Okay, I think this is a pretty good place to leave off the video. Any questions, please reach out to me, but I really appreciate for everybody watching. I will tell you that I am a stock instructor. Please make sure, trading instructor, right? Get in touch with me at ArcMastersCourse at gmail.com. I'll make sure to get you the syllabus, the disclaimer, everything necessary for you to get yourself enrolled for class, right? Also, guys, please make sure to hit this link here as both of the course and this link here will eventually expire, right? So this is not going to be something that I'm going to keep here forever. So I want to make sure to get you into the beginner's trading course, and I'll go ahead and display to you the more advanced courses for those advanced traders as well, okay, where we practice statistics, technicals, psychological fundamentals, all kinds of things all the way around, right? Options, contracts, and to its basics, right? So make sure to get in touch with me and do something about your education in stock trading. Thank you guys so much, and we will speak very soon. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very good rest of your night and or day. And I promise, I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.